Hey, Miss Ellis, how are you doing today?
Okay.
I had an opportunity to sit in on your class yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. The Socratic, scenarios, and listen to the eighth graders um, talk and show their evidence and all that kind of stuff about how they felt about different things. I thought that was really cool for eighth graders to do that, and I didn't really see anything. Your door, outside door was open, but it was the beginning of the class. You came in and you closed the door, so that was cool. It's kind of like a walkthrough thing. You were present. I don't know why that says that, but you were present. Oh, you wasn't present when I first got there, but you was in the bathroom, and then you came back. And one thing I say though, with eighth graders, that class is a little small. But with eighth graders, if you got to go to the bathroom like that, just ask Miss Toll to stand outside in the hallway and watch them until you come back, because in a split second they can have a fight. I've done it before, believe me, when I first started. And I mean, you think everything's cool. I gotta go to the bathroom, come back, and then next thing you know, your whole room's tore up. So just ask Miss Toll to stand outside, or who's next door to you?
Davis.
Yeah, somebody just say, hey, can you stand between the classroom? I gotta run to the bathroom and come back. That's the only thing. I thought your content was on grade level. The question that you asked them was something that they could relate to, and all of them seemed to be in the discussion, except a few, but I think those kids are just shy. We need to work on some way of getting them to, so you can know what's going on in their mind, to get them to interact, because like your support person, Miss Smith, had asked one of the girls a question, and she just turned beet red, shut down, and was like, I don't know. Yeah, she just dismissed the question. So we need to find some way to get kids like that to, share and speak. Even if it's like, okay, you don't want to speak, write it down on a sheet of paper, tell me what you think. But you had them to do sticky notes and put them on the wall, so that was a very good thing too. But she did not want to be in the discussion whatsoever. She didn't want to have anything to do with that. Learning objectives was clear. It was written on the board. I don't know if our school requires people to actually say that the objective for the day is blase, this, that, and the third. But if so, that's something you can do. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna look at today. This is what we're gonna learn today. This is what we're looking to do today. And just kind of verbally, or have somebody to read it, like a student to read it, that'll give them opportunity to read. That's what I did, but it's been 3 years since I was in the classroom. So, just so they'll know what we're supposed to be doing today. Hey, look, guys, look at the board. What's the learning objective today? Keyshawn, read the objective. So what are we supposed to be learning today? So that'll give them, okay, this is the direction we're supposed to be doing. So then it'll make it easier at the end of the day. If you did an exit ticket, you all should know where we were headed. Let me see if we got there. Let me see if the train got to the station. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, it don't get to the station. And I've had that before. I think you planned that out real well. You had your classroom set up and everything for the Socratic discourse. So I thought that was really good. Didn't really do any independent work yesterday. Y'all just basically did discussion. So then I was neutral on workload, because it was seriously just getting to know what we're supposed to be doing, finding evidence. Okay, so you think this way. What's your evidence for thinking this way? And I think they're gonna get closer to that real soon, because they just said, no, I don't think so. But some of them was trying to come up with some valid points of why Margaret and Mariana shouldn't come together. Yes, she helped out a lot. You did facilitate discussion. I like discussion. So you facilitated discussion. Your physical location, you stood in front of the room, but you walked around, and then you also, worked your technology. And then you sat down with the students, but then you got back up. So I think all of that's great. I mean, you got to stay that. Students was listening, completing the hands-on activity by putting sticky notes up on what you had asked them to do, and writing all that stuff. They were actively engaged. I felt like they were actively engaged. Your teacher-student interaction, how do you think your teacher-student interaction was yesterday?
I feel like it was good. I feel like that I had a limited knowledge on the subject matter, and it was very helpful for the students to see another viewpoint of the subject matter that was different from mine and theirs that, aided to the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm. I think they respected you. They didn't talk over you. They didn't like ignore you. They were actually actively engaged in what was going on. So it was respectful.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't anything disrespectful they said to either one. And I thought, well, that's a good interaction between you guys. And the student, it wasn't a lot of joning. And our kids love to joan when somebody gives an answer. I thought it was very positive.
Mm-hmm.
The students listened, participated, and showed respect for what you had going on. You had your do now up. It was should LHS merge with Marvel High. I typed that down. And when you look at your lesson, tell me, what could you have done better? Or did you think it popped off exactly like you wanted it?
I feel like I could have had more insight to help guide the lesson better. Because with the seminar, even though it's supposed to be student-led, the teacher is supposed to keep them on track.
Kind of like a facilitator.
Yeah, and I'm still learning how to do that. I don't know, it's just a learning process. Like, I've never been in one of those, nor have I hosted one before. So the back and forth, I didn't necessarily know if it was supposed to go between me and the student.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was supposed to go like, between each other. So that's why I was caught off guard with that. So I feel like I could have prepped better for the possibilities that can happen throughout a seminar.
Because if you put them like, that wasn't a large class, but say if you had a large class, your middle, I call it the court, but that ain't what it is. You put this, just choose 4 students to put out there and let them start it off. And it is supposed to be like back and forth with them, but because these are 8th grade and they really don't know what to do either, to lead them in that direction and then have another session where you say, what we did yesterday with me, this is what you all gonna do today with just each other as I'm guiding and leading. You see what I'm saying? So it'll help them because they really don't know anything about the kind of seminar as well. So if y'all do it again, if that's in your next lesson, then you would just remind them what we did yesterday with me, what we did yesterday, and then this is what you all are going to do today. What we did yesterday, what I modeled for you yesterday, that's what we're going to do, but just you guys. And then see how that works and see if they have evidence with it. In some classes, you will give them an opportunity to have the research. Probably in more of the higher level classes, give them research so they can be able to have those debates, have those conversations, and they will have their evidence with them. Yesterday, it was just basically, that was a very good question for them to just make those decisions and then look, I'm looking at it negatively. Give me something positive that you think will happen out of this. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can even derive the questions for them and let them be able to take the question and then answer it. That's just suggestions for that. I love seeing that Socratic thing. I don't get a chance to do it in my class, but yeah, I enjoy it. Anything else you thought that could have gone?
Overall, I felt like it was a good discussion, and I do feel like the questions would have helped, like even just having STEM or personal questions for me to help lead the conversation more would have been better, because I don't know, I feel like my viewpoint isn't skewed, it's just not experienced. So even though I've experienced the merge, because we kind of merged with Hughes, it's not the same as, not the same time period, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I said, I could have prepped a little bit more and took in my own experience and put it with theirs.
Okay. Well, I didn't see any discipline issues in that class. Now, I saw one student that I know can be one, but I think because I was in there, he probably did not act out the way he usually would. But how is managing your discipline in the class going so far?
It's very interesting.
That's a good word for it, interesting.
It's not even time consuming. It's just you have to balance the energy that you put towards certain behaviors versus the instructional time versus the distractions that happen during the instructional time. There's certain things that you have to focus on immediately. There are certain things that you can just overlook. But nothing needs to get overlooked to too much or to a certain point where it's always being overlooked and they know that you ain't gonna say nothing, they just do like something small.
Yeah, when I would have one or two students that were the issue. And so I had 25 kids and I had one or two kids that were going to be an issue. So this was my way of handling that. I got 23 other students that's waiting on me to instruct them on what they need to do today. So I need you two to go outside and wait for me so you can get my undivided attention. But I'm gonna get these other 23 on task first. Now, they decided that they really didn't want that undivided attention after a while. But that's how instead of losing instruction time on the majority, I'm gonna have you to sit outside and wait on me so I can give you my full attention. And when I come out there, I'm gonna give you everything I got while I get these other ones on task. Find a way, because you don't wanna lose instruction. You only got 52 minutes. So, and you don't wanna distract the ones that actually want to learn with these few kids that apparently wanna be a distraction. So just give them that opportunity to go outside and wait for me. Don't go nowhere, I'll be right back. And let me get these other students on task. And then I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna talk with you about what's going on. And y'all got the BMPs, of course, and make sure you keep those, because once they see you serious about discipline, and you ain't got to holler and hoop and all that kind of stuff, but when they see that you're serious about what I came here to do is to teach you all something. This is not playtime, this is not daycare. When they see that you're serious about that, it'll start lessening and lessening and lessening and lessening the distractions in class. I enjoyed the class. I really did. I thank you for agreeing, to see me and come by. And I hope something I said had helped, along the way. All right. Well, have a good day. All right.